think it might be the second time ever we make a guest do a film review, and of course we go back to Arrish. Again, hello.
Hello.
Of course, I know you've got 3 films for us today. So let's start with the first one. What's the first film you've got?
So the first one is the 3rd installment of Deadpool. So it's Deadpool 3, but it's named Deadpool and Wolverine.
Right.
And it's basically the plot. I'm not going to share too much because
no,
the audience probably wants to watch the film. But it's a significant milestone, or not. It's a significant movie in the Marvel universe. I'm not sure if you do watch it, but
I mean, you could get me to watch the movie, but I will ask a lot of questions. I will have to probably watch back and understand what happened in the previous ones. But I think I have a lot to catch up on, so it's fine.
Yeah, but so this film basically, so as I said, it's a 3rd installment.
Yes.
And here, Deadpool basically, he is like recruited by the Time Agency.
Okay.
And it's like he basically tries to kind of fight back.
Right.
As I'm not going to spoil too much,
no,
but
don't.
they kind of threaten his universe's existence.
Okay.
And he is basically a being in his universe that if he dies, then his whole universe degrades and his whole universe becomes non-existent.
Right.
So basically, the Time Agency tells him to kind of they basically threaten him.
Right.
And he needs another character, and it's in the title. So he needs Wolverine, who is a very iconic character in Marvel Comics and in the Marvel universe.
Yes.
And so basically, this film introduces Wolverine into the Marvel universe,
Right.
as he was in kind of a he wasn't really part of the main Marvel universe, like maybe the Avengers. They're part of the main Marvel universe, but this Wolverine character kind of is introduced into the main Marvel universe.
Okay.
And in this universe, so the plot basically follows the Deadpool and Wolverine trying to basically save both of their universes, as they are both the main kind of like the main protagonists in their universe.
Yes.
And if they die, then their universe degrades. And yeah, basically the plot is basically them trying to save their universe. And I would say that when it comes to the interest I have for this film, I would say obviously I've been interested in Marvel Comics, Marvel Universe, basically superheroes since I was younger as well.
Yeah,
and this film kind of is very, very engaging for me, or was very, very engaging. And obviously I'm quite inclined to say that, but it's not as, in a superhero movie you would expect something very cliche.
Yes.
But when it comes to this movie, it introduces something like you've never heard of before, because in the previous Marvel movies there was no such thing as a protagonist in a universe that if they die, then their whole universe dies as well. But basically this universe has not only really good actors.
Yes.
So Hugh Jackman plays Wolverine and Ryan Reynolds plays Deadpool.
Okay.
But also great cameos from other Marvel installments and Marvel movies. So, for example, there is a character which from the Fantastic Four. I'm not sure if you've heard of it.
No,
but,
I'm sure.
That character is played by Chris Hemsworth, or maybe one of the Chris's. There's a lot of Chris's.
There's a lot of Chris's. But I was going to say, if you had to mark this movie out of 10, how much would you mark it?
I would definitely say the enjoyment I had and the experience, definitely maybe an 8.5, maybe a 9. Okay.
And let's say for someone like myself who isn't into Marvel as much, is it something I need to like watch the previous sort of movies, or understand, Marvel and the Avengers?
I think you're, for someone who doesn't really know much about Marvel or superhero movies, or hasn't really watched the previous movies in maybe the Deadpool series or the other Marvel movies, I think you really need to have a good knowledge base before, and kind of a good understanding before you do delve into Deadpool 3.
I guess that's a cross off my list then.
Yeah, because basically it kind of explores themes about the whole Marvel multiverse, not only just the universe that Deadpool's in and Wolverine's in, but it explores the entire Marvel multiverse, and you need to have a good understanding of how that kind of works.
Fair enough. Okay, let's move on to the second movie because I know we've got a lot to go on with. So what's the second movie?
So the second movie is Mowgli, Legend of the Jungle.
Is this like the Jungle Book? But yeah, okay,
it's a film that is based off the Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling, and yeah, basically, the Jungle Book, the movie, was released in 2016, but the book itself was written much earlier. As
Are you talking about like these ones with humans, like that? Because obviously you have like the cartoon ones. Because I know I saw the Jungle Book when I was like young. Yeah, okay, fine.
But the live action, obviously.
The live action. I said people, but you get my point.
The live action is so the one before this movie, which is Mowgli, Legend of the Jungle, was just appropriately named The Jungle Book, and it was 2016 movie, and it was, I would say, kind of a musical, and it was more of a thing you would expect of a Disney movie. Like very happy, very nice to for like very PG for all the audience, like for teenagers, adults, and for children. But I would say the Mowgli, The Legend of the Jungle, which was released in 2018, but it was released recently on Netflix, I'm pretty sure. Okay. This film kind of takes a darker kind of approach and darker exploration of Kipling's original work and his original novel, which was released maybe like in the early 1900s.
Oh wow, that's
that's a long time ago.
Very long time ago.
But it takes a darker, more kind of sticks to the original novel quite well, and it takes kind of the plot basically follows a kid who this basically takes place in India and in the jungles of India, and he is stranded alone as a baby in the jungles, and basically wolves and some other animals, some like bears, and a snake takes him in and adopts him.
So it's basically based on the previous.
It's based.
So how much would you rate this out of a 10?
I would say this film, because it's really vibrant and really picturesque. I would say it's a solid 7.5 out of 10, because not only the best bit for me was the vibrant CGI. It was really good CGI.
Okay.
It's something, if you want to have a good enjoyment of a very like a vibrant, really colourful movie, then this is really for you.
Okay, perfect. I think I'm definitely going to give it a watch. But thank you so much for being on the show today. I know normally we do 3 movies, but I thought for this segment, they're quite heavy movies. We might as well do 2. But thank you so much for being on the show today. Really appreciate it.